Hey, welcome back, everybody. Sign here again with another episode of FTB Presents Integration by Parts DX, and we're back in the world, right? So I figured out, I think, what the entire issue was. Um, so I removed Masterful Machinery, this wonderful mod here, and started up the world, loaded up fine, shut it down, added the mod back in, started it up again, and it looks like 90% of the Masterful Machinery stuff is back. So apparently it saved the block data in place, even though the mod was no longer there, which is kind of cool. Um, and all my machines are up and running. Well, all the ones I've checked so far, anyway. Um, except for this mana death generator over here. And you'll notice that, yeah, it says invalid machine, but like the controller has turned, and yeah, there's some cosmetic issues with the machines because they all are facing north now, which is odd, but it's only really noticeable on the controller. This is the only block that didn't come back. This was the Molten Ender import, right? This is our blood. This is the hot milk. This is Molten Ender. I think this was the block that gooped. And so Forge was like, no, you don't get to go back with everything else. So I'm not sure exactly why. It may have just been that it was trying to insert Molten Ender when there was none and it glitched or something. I don't know. But these are the ones that actually have the external storage on there, and they're fine, right? This did not mess up at all. This machine here is fine. I mean, sitting idle. The processor cutter I checked out, that one's fine as well. Let's see, we've got the enchanter over here. Right, and here's, yeah, that's fine. My empower is all the way over here still. Right, and yeah, it's fine. Everything's there. The only thing I haven't checked yet is actually the bedrock miner, which is like all the way down here. I should have made a drop shaft to this, but honestly, I don't come down here very often. Oh, yeah, no, you're fine too. And you are empty, though. That is something I noticed, is it seemed like that anything that was in the ports is gone. So, I don't have any fuel for you guys, so I'll have to worry about that later. So for some reason, it was the fluid input port, the one that was supposed to be getting Molten Ender. That's the one that gooped. And I don't know why, because Ender Pearls they're fine, right? Well, I've got 32 stacks here, and then I've got probably a bunch more over here, right? Yeah, like 6,500. So that one should not have run out, so I'm not sure what the issue was. So I'm going to change this system here up, though. Which is kind of annoying, but I'm going to have to do it anyway. We are going to use fluid interfaces instead. The annoying thing is I have to move this, which means I have to reprogram it all because now it's not going to work. And I don't remember where the transmitter, I think it's over here-ish. Is it you? 8 blocks. That's probably you. The only other one that... Nope, that was you. Okay. So... Hmm. Where is that other end? Too bad the receiver doesn't show you the coordinates when you right-click on it, because that would be handy to be able to tell where the transmitter is. Right? I've got it tucked away around here. Is it you? It might be you. All right. And so 2710, 947, and 4767. Yep, okay, it was that one there. Okay. Now should be 66. Yep. Let's see, it was all the way here. Which it doesn't make much sense from underground, but that's, yeah. I placed that from outside the building. All right, let me do that. Everything should be working fine. And there were no issues up until I decided, or I logged off the world for the day. That's when it screwed up. Here, let's put our XNet stuff away now. I've got my pipes. There we go. And now instead we're just going to do this. There are a ton of enemies that spawn at night now. What changed? Right, so we're going to do you, and you. There we go. You are blood, so we need you to be blood over here. Out, and we're going to keep, like, say, 10 buckets, right? You are going to be the molten ender, liquid ender, whatever the hell Tinkers calls it. Molten ender. Hey, look at you go. So I need another fluid import port, but you're going to be the hot milk. There we go. So since of the issue, I'm just going to cheat one in. Yeah, all right. Fluid input. Oh, that's the alchemy reactor. Now I need mana death. Like so, and then we can go 1, 2, 3. Hey, it's running again. Look at that. That's all we had to do. Yeah, I can't remember if I did that on camera or not. Also, pretty sure I did set all of this up on camera. At least the generator. I don't know if I showed the hooking up of everything or not. It's been a while since I recorded that episode, so. Yeah, this one is just sitting idle. Witches are still going to town. There's no items in there, is there? No? Okay. Means nothing has gotten in there and died. I still have no idea how that spider spawned in there, though, that one time. Okay, you running. Had another spider. Dying here. And the thing I need right now is actually rotten flesh. I need zombie meat. Essence is a tier 3 seed, so that's what, tertium? I'd rather not grow it, but at the same time, it might be a little more server friendly. Oh, I need to go check on my my seeds. There was a change in 112, which is what we're on now, that certain high tier seeds no longer work or will not work in the phytogenic insulator. So quartz enriched iron is a no-go. Emerald's fine though. Wither skeleton is fine. Of all the ones I had running, it was just quartz enriched iron. Why? Why that one? That's... What do we need wolf seeds for? Just make spawn eggs with. Huh, okay. Oh, we can grow wood with these too. Forgot about that part. We can duplicate flowers. That's good to know. Yeah, because there was... I needed... what was it? I need purple dye for the machine, or the purple plastic blocks from Mechanism, right? These things, right? So I need purple dye to make these, because we need these for circuit shells, those things. Yeah, also my bookmarks went away again. All right, so purple dye, purple hibiscus, okay. Or violet. Nope, that doesn't work either. So the environmental flowers do not work in the phytogenic insulator. Blue dye, though, can come from cornflowers. That'll be fine, right? Cornflower, we can phytogenic insulate. All right, sweet. So let me grab a cornflower, and we'll get that party started here. Although, A, I don't have any, and B, it's lapis. Not too concerned about it, thinking about it now. All right, you are currently processing. Very good. How is our mana doing over here? Well, there it is. Okay, it's filling up the pool relatively quickly. Let me put, that's my, there we go. That was my fluid grid. You can't put items away there. So I need to keep this in. How am I doing on quartz enriched iron? I've got 3,000. I think we're good for now. So I'm going to put you away. And also we can make it in the adduction smelter this way. So, and this is just, yeah, that. So not a huge issue. If I need quartz enriched iron in the future, I'll probably just do it that way. Because I'm already growing iron and nether quartz and redstone. Actually, am I growing redstone? I don't think I am, but I got a lot of redstone, so I'm not too concerned about that. All right, let me go ahead and grab all my uranium out anyway. We'll get that kickstart off over here. I was not wanting to pick that stuff up. Thank you very much. How much mana did a stack and a half use? A decent amount. About an eighth of a pool per stack and a half. Oy, I'm going to need to maybe get a better mana production going. Right. Should I upgrade those to the Gaia spreaders? That would help, right? I'm just missing an Elven mana spread. That's not a problem. I'll just go grab this one over here. Hey. Oh yeah, that's a huge difference. Yeah, that's 3 times. Yeah, well, it's moving faster anyway. Oh wow, that is, yeah, filling up a lot faster. Huge difference between the Elven and Gaia's, like 3 times, I think it was. All right, now to really mess with some things. Lenses, please. Go ahead and clear that out. We've got potency velocity lenses. Let's see if this makes a difference or not. Oh yeah, that definitely made a difference. It's shooting more mana per go, and it's the mana bursts are traveling faster, so it can fire even quicker. Yeah, that is really fast for mana. It really is. It's on par with using the Nether Star Flower. All right, well, you can go away then. Mob farm. See my blurst earth over here? This is not doing jack. Like this blurst earth, nada. Yeah, the only time this farm operates is whenever I turn on the Lunium. All right, so I upgraded my blurst earth area here, and I think it was down to the Lunium here. This thing outputs a light, like a block of glowstone. And so something interesting that's been happening is baby deer spawn in. The mob crusher over here will not target babies. So these guys just hang out in here, ow, until they grow up and then they get taken care of. But yeah, we've got a bunch of these guys running around. But I went ahead and I got dark ethereal glass around the whole thing. I encased the lunium somewhat so it cuts down the light a bit. But now we actually have an income of rotten flesh, which is awesome. So if we come over to here, you can see that this thing's actually full. Took long enough. I also need rotten flesh for my blaze setup over there too, so I don't want it to like go too far into extremes. You on the other hand are still kind of catching up. And it looks like the external storage here is doing fine, right? I think it was just the exporter over there that I don't know what happened. It was with masterful machinery. I'm just not exactly sure what occurred, but yeah. So hopefully by using a regular pipe over there and keeping it full, then we'll be fine. Right now I am manually processing out a bunch of the ores from the high energy line. Although I can probably set this up now to where it's automatic and it might be able to keep up. Let's give it a try, right? Also, before I start that, this thing is still processing. I've dumped a bunch of coal in here. This is the best process for coal you have. This is, you get 4 coal per ore. The other option I could do would be to use this guy here, who has a Fortune 3 upgrade in it. And that might work out to being kind of equivalent at the same, or in the meantime. But over here, I've got an automatic lubricator from Immersive Petroleum. And now I've got my system handling the output of my distillation tower over here. I had an issue with this, though. And that is when running it off of this power network here, you can see there's points over here now. This turned into a lag beast by doing that. And the thing is, this thing produces light. Just when it's running. Not really a problem. Except for whenever both machines are running slowly. This thing flickers on and off multiple times per second. And it took me down to like 5 frames per second when it was doing that. It's like, what the hell? It's only like, what's going on? It's only happening at night. You know, I'm just confused. Yeah, I forgot about that part. Make sure that you give your distillation tower plenty of power. Otherwise, you might have some issues. Oh, that's right. I'm doing this over here, right? We set this up last time. Yeah, carbonic acid thing over here. How much of that redstone do I have backed up still? Because this has been running a long time. There's been a significant amount of time between cuts there. We have 4,000 clumps to process. Oh, man. Wow. I can speed the shards up, but I can't. I mean, I'd have to add in more tables. Right? More of the alchemy tables. Because this thing, that's just how fast it runs. So, which, I mean, it runs fast enough. It's just I had a lot of redstone backlogged. Let's see, that is what clumps that we're processing. Oh wow, yeah. There's yeah, these 4 here, there's a lot of clumps waiting on that table. But at the same time, I had like 1,200 redstone ore that needed to be processed, so. This thing is burning through graphite electrodes extremely quickly, and there's no way to automatically replace graphite electrodes in 1.16. There was in 1.12. Actually, Additions had a way of doing it. But in that case, we don't have access to, actually Additions because, well, yeah, it's no longer a thing. What Tema did when he did the Ultimate Alchemy Pack was he made an unbreakable version of these. Which is there is an item in the code already, I think, that, they're unbreakable. And it worked out pretty good. Because you just had to make one set, and then you just slapped it in your arc furnace, and you never had to worry about it again, because you couldn't, like I said, you couldn't automate it. So, wondering if that might not be an option. There we go, and I just picked up uranium ore. I'll keep that in my inventory to remind me I have to do something about that. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. Do you have any recipes yet? Just the mana quartz, okay. Yeah, I think you can keep up with that. Okay, cool. Alright, so those ores should be processing. I need to process out the standard ores, which means probably pulverizer, because I can actually make speed upgrades for these. And then from pulverizer, we need to go to the ore washing setup here. And if I use molten petroleum, I can get the slurry, and then from the slurry we can do liquid starlight, turn it into crystals, and then, yeah, right. We just need a centrifusion. into gold dust, which then just we need to smelt. So yeah, we'll get 5 crystals per bucket of slurry. So we get 2.5 per clump. That's how it works out. 2.5 ingots per clump. And we get, so we'll get 5 ingots if we do the slurry method. If we go with this, we will turn 1 ore into 3. So it's the difference between washing will give us triple. Doing the slurry method will give us quintuple. But to do that, I need petroleum, right? Molten petroleum. Which, actually, look up recipes, not uses. We need to... Petroleum blend, okay. In this step, we need basalt's powder, obsidian, niter, and redstonium crystals to make that, okay. So we need a lot of redstone, need a lot of niter. And then basalt's powder, we can get from basalt's shards. Pulverizer would be the best way to do this. And these guys, basalt's essence, you get them from basalt's, or we can cast it from earth and blood. Earth and blood comes from melting basalts, or centrifuging basalt's eggs, which I don't think would be the way to do this. Yeah, earth and blood is just these guys. So we need a way to spawn in basalts, whatever you want to call those guys. Oh, and this setup here. I glossed over this earlier. Showed it, and I didn't say anything about it. This is a way to turn essence from here into essence of knowledge from thermal, right? And what we're doing is essence is going into here. It's getting bottled into bottles of enchanting, which are going over here. And they are getting separated out. And when you run a bottle of enchanting through the centrifugal separator, it returns the same amount that went into it over here, but just as a different liquid, aka essence of knowledge. And essence of knowledge is this wonderful stuff here, which we can fluid encapsulate. We can use this to make growth lenses, which we will need later on. We can actually do the automatic method too, which is awesome. And then also Starlight Enchanter recipes. So it'd be a good idea to have some of this stuff around, I guess. Silver ingots, what, smite? Yeah, makes sense. Oh, well, that was a creeper head. Oh god, saddles. Horse armor. Just remembered I haven't taken care of that yet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's building up again. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. It'll be relatively easy to take care of. I just need to set up an area to do that in. How are you doing? You're staying pretty busy. Okay, good. All right. You're still just performing like, a champ. I probably should have another reprocessor hooked up. But at the same time, it would just speed things up. It's not like power is an issue or anything, so I'm not too concerned about it. I would speed this up more. Actually, I think I do have some overclockers. Right. Oh, yeah, got a bunch. There we go. So if we come over here and give you one of these. If I give you 8, though. Oh, no, 8 you're fine with. Okay. Wasn't sure because I could only put 7 in the reprocessor before it started draining faster than it could produce. But, yeah, no, we're doing good. That's much better. We can come over here, look at our purification chamber. I upgraded it to a factory. just to work through some backlog, and it's stuck as a factory, but oh well. Did I set up bauxite through here? I did, okay. And this thing, I have not been outputting coal into this for probably, let's see, this clip is 12 minutes long now. At least 5 minutes before I started recording this clip, and it's still running through coal. Yeah. It's the best return on coal, but it's got a backlog to work through right now. How is our coal doing anyway? Oh, just shy of 60,000. We have 5,200 coal, or 5,300, basically. Yeah, right now we're backlogging through processing. Next episode, we're going to finish off our ore processing. For now, I'm just going to do the water method, so we just get the crystals. We're not going to do the slurry method quite yet, because I don't have a reliable way of getting tectonic petroleum. Sorry, molten petroleum. It was tectonic petroleum in thermal in 112, so... Alright, and yeah. The main thing is, hey, world's back. I expect regular updates to the series. I did start another Minecraft series, but pre-recorded that before everything got resolved and whatnot. And let's see. And honestly, this episode was going to be just me rebuilding all of my masterful machines. But they, like 99.9% of them, like everything but one block, that one there, stayed put in the world, even after I removed the mod and then put it back in. Because I thought I was going to have to like rebuild this, you know, demand death generators, all the enchanters and stuff like that. Enchanter, bedrock miner. Oh, that reminds me, I need... let's go ahead and grab some coal here, right? I need to fire up my bedrock miner again. Yeah, anything that was in the inputs or outputs looks like they got deleted whenever the mods were removed from the world, but other than that, I mean, not doing terrible. But thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and until the next one, Sign signing out. Have fun.